All right. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. This is a continuation of our live architectural design series where I take a hypothetical office building that I'm developing from the concept phase all the way through construction documents. In our last episode, we took a look at designing the third floor, a kind of entertainment level with a bar, an exterior terrace, and a private group room. In today's episode, we're going to be adding a little bit to that design. We're going to be making it work a little bit more, adding a little bit more detail. We're going to define that bar area a little bit more. We're going to start working on the terrace and doing some layout in there. And we're going to probably add a little bit more detail to that the private group room. So let's take a look at where we're at. I think we're going to start with the bar area here in the middle. We kind of got it drafted out, but it's not really functional at this point. So we want to add a little bit of realism to it. I think I'm going to work in this area in 3D. Just works for me. All right, where I'm looking at right now is just the width of this bar top. People are going to need enough room to be able to swing their feet underneath this bar top. And the bartenders are going to need enough room here on this back end to be able to put their equipment, sinks, all that other kind of good business. Okay. I'm going to select these. I'm going to give ourselves enough room. Probably need about 3 foot. All right, what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of figuring out the footprint of this bar area. All right, here we're going. Just getting this thing laid out. I want the circulation of this space to be that an employee can enter in here and be able to circulate around the bar and also exit out here. There we go. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with maybe here in 3D. Okay. Let's go a little bit more visual and jump in here, show you what we're working with. It's a really tight squeeze going down this area. We're really working with a small little bar area here. Back to our 3D, back to our view here. Gonna edit this boundary, just align this guy right up. Tighten it up just a little bit more. Looking good. Start to just line up some chairs here. I'm kind of aligning these chairs offset from the bar top, just so I know that I get enough room that somebody can pull the seat back a little bit and that there's enough circulation space behind for somebody to be able to still walk by. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. I like the way this is shaping up. Some teeny tiny little chairs there. Go ahead and just edit those real quick. Get my properties over here. Let me see. Need a height of. Let's try that again. Let's cancel out of that. Let's duplicate this. We want our height to be, I can't remember how tall a bar stool is. 30 inches? It's going to be way too tall. Let's take a look. Might work. Okay. Now we got another level of design in here for our bar. I think we're on the right track. I think what we're going to start to do is we're going to work in this area now. Kind of like on this exterior. I want to maybe try to define these windows a little bit more. I think I want to try to do something with this exterior terrace area as well. I'm going to back to our plan, see what we're working with. Take a look at these. Storefronts. Take a look at these. The whole storefront here. Height are we working with? At 11 foot. I don't like that they're really broken into these weird dimensions. There's 60 foot 3. That's a lot better. 26 2 3/8. Let's add some curtain grids. Okay, we added some curtain grids in there. It's already given it a little bit more life. I think what we're going to have to do is take another look at these ribs. I want the ribs to be able to align with the structure a little bit more. We're going to have to define exactly which one of these panels open up. Be cool if they were kind of like they could all kind of slide open. One of those big long windows. All right, I'm kind of out of ideas for that one, so I'm gonna take another look at over here. In this room, I kind of want it to be a 2-story space. Means we probably have to figure out what's happening with this. Portion of the roof right there. Finding this wall a little bit more. Always got to forget. Always got to forget at least one line so it gives you that error. I'm going to remove those. Kind of start a little bit fresh. All right, how does that change the space around? All right, looking pretty epic. Let's fix this roof right here. We'll have to figure out this little detail right there. For now, we'll just pull it through. Wonder if we can attach it. Haha, we can. Amazing. Detach them. Go back. All right, we're golden. Okay. A fun little space. Wonder if we should just open it up. Kind of like the separation though. Okay, I think we're good. We're going to be good with this space for now. We can play with it in the future. We can have some fun, like designing out the window, designing this window out, and make this really kind of a great gathering area. We've got a nice public area here. Let's take a look at this little terrace area out here. I'm thinking what I want to do is do like a little seating kind of bench area that we can integrate the railing into. I'm thinking maybe like a planter or something. Okay. See, what are we working with here? Make this unconnected. I'll set it like 2 foot tall. If I can click the buttons correctly. This sweep isn't working for me anymore. All right. Go ahead and edit this boundary. Lining with the second floor pretty well. You know, I think we can do a little cantilever. Why not? We're just having fun with this, so... This sweep is really messing me up. I'll go ahead and edit that. Let's just go get rid of it. I don't even think our wall's aligning correctly. Looks like it's aligning okay. Okay. We're going to set the railing a little bit different. All right, kind of define this area a little bit. Not super happy with it just yet, but we can work through it. And I'm super exciting today. I know that I'm not 100% feeling good. Didn't sleep much last night. Most nights. My life is basically live, architecture, try to sleep, don't sleep, architecture, rinse, repeat. Still not 100% happy with that. I want to put my suite back in there. Kind of wall detail at the cap. Let's go wall. We're just going to model that in place. All right, this is just like a cap detail that I'm adding to the top of the wall. It's a little bit of extra flair. Lost not connected. There we go. Just gonna sketch a profile here. All right. That's a little bit more fun. At least we got something to work with here. So, kind of in this episode, we were able to better define the actual requirements that are needed for the central bar area. We took a little bit of our time and we designed in some preliminary mullions into our glass walls here. We redefined the roof in this area to make the space a little bit more open. And then in our exterior kind of private terrace area, we began to define this kind of seating planter area. I think in the next episode, we're going to take another look at refining some of those elements. We're going to have to jump into designing some of the second floor, first floor. And I think that we're almost at a point where I would be happy to actually starting to put some of the floor plans onto actual sheets. That's coming really soon. We're going to start by, putting together a concept plan document set. It's going to include, some floor plans, elevations, and, since we have the rendering software, maybe do some renderings. If you like to watch this video, then, drop a subscribe, maybe like the video. If you have any questions or comments, then you can drop a comment in the YouTube channel here. I started an X account. It's, can't even remember what it was. My X account is Tom the Architect. You can at me at SketchCraft. Drop me a subscribe, or it'd be great if anybody just watched these. But until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.